Hi everyone, my name is Christy DeMar. I am a second year dual language teacher in the second grade at Montezuma Elementary School, and I took Dr. Sung's children's literature course in the fall of 2018. First off, I loved the course. It was very difficult, it was challenging and time intensive, but is definitely one of my favorite courses that I took at UNM in the College of Education. So I'm here today to talk about the portfolio. Y'all are lucky in that you get to create an online portfolio. This thing is really heavy, but it's full of really important resources. So first, the cover, the design. It's really important to create something that is aesthetically pleasing to you, so you are proud of what you create and more motivated to fill it up and to make it your own. So let's start off with the bulk of the most daunting thing in this course, which is the 100 books. So for me, what worked really well was setting a schedule. So every day reading 2 or 3 books and immediately writing the reading responses, the reading records. I found that if I did not do that, if I let things wait until the weekend or even 2 weeks, I would spend several hours reading and writing. And so it's best to stay on top of it as much as you can. As for writing the reading records, I found that out of the different types of personal connections and personal responses, text to self was the one that I landed on most times. To make that really solid, I always tried to feel how my life connected to it, how it impacted me, how it made me feel. The next one that I would fall to were the text to text, and so that was a great way to compare stories by maybe the same author or about the same topic. I did that a lot when I was creating my text sets or reading about a specific topic. One text to text connection that I made was about a couple different Cinderella stories. So comparing what happened in Mufaro's Daughter to the Rough-Faced Girl. Text to text comparison. The one that was hardest for me and the one that I did probably the least were text to world connections. Those you need to be very specific, have a date, have a time, have a place, have some real historical facts and real historical connections that you can bring to it, or bring some. Just be specific. You know, the one that I have here in front of me that I did a text to world connection was the bracelet, which is about Japanese internment. So be specific. Who did it? What happened in the world, and why does it connect to this text? So that's the personal connection, personal responses. I found that creating my own type of design here with colors and the images, and then a star system for which books were I would like in my own personal library, made it easier and made it more rewarding to finish the reading records. So yes, to sort of review all that, stay on a schedule, stay organized with it, and just be vulnerable if you feel comfortable with that in your personal connections, and have fun with that. As for the portfolio itself, outside of reading records, I found that it was important to stay organized and to immediately put things in the portfolio where I thought they belonged. I'm not an organized person outside of this, but it was the way for me to not drown. And so once you get a resource, or once you finish a reading record or get something, put it where it belongs immediately. That way you don't have to do it later on and things start to stack up. What's really wonderful about the portfolio is that you can see your growth, and you have this incredible end product that you can share with colleagues and peers and lean on later on in your career. So the 5 sections in the portfolio are responding as a reader, knowledge of children's literature, reference sources and resources, literature engagement, and social and cultural issues. So a brief rundown of how I organized these. Responding as a reader were my responses, my reading records. Knowledge of children's literature ended up being more of the nitty-gritty. What is children's literature genre, illustration, that kind of thing, different articles about books and things like that. My reference sources were more technicalities, notes and textbook stuff, and that kind of fun things. Literature engagement I organized this as to ideas and things that I would use with my own students, artistic responses, poetry, and that kind of fun stuff. And social and cultural issues was about really diversity. So it was a lot of text sets that my peers created, and I created things about diversity, disability, language, and all that good social and cultural issues. So that's just a brief rundown. If you would like more advice with this, I'd be happy for you all to email me. Dr. Sung can give out my email if anybody would like it. But I know that this seems like a lot, but I still use this. It lives in my classroom. I refer to it for text sets. It helps me create a more integrated classroom, so I have fiction and nonfiction and everything that goes and can intertwine. And it's just a really, really wonderful resource. This course really shaped me as a teacher. I understand children's literature better, I understand children better, I understand myself as a reader better, and I understand what it takes to help reluctant readers and to teach reading with really good quality texts. And I know how to navigate libraries and library systems and how to find good quality texts. So use this course as a resource, as a way to grow, and find your voice as a teacher of reading. Yes. And if you have any other questions, feel free to email me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you all later.